Nintendo is the only game company when they have the biggest presentation of their life one week, they do another presentation the week before. Out of the blue, random stuff. Welcome to the Mario Matter, your favorite Nintendo podcast, episode 133. I am your host, Nintendo YouTuber EmSwizzle. What is on today's program? Wouldn't you like to know? First things first, me and our guests don't even go into news like usual. Bit different today. We dive right into our thoughts on the Nintendo Direct of March 27th, 2025. After that, we have one piece of news, pretty big, regarding Switch 2, and then we dive into the Q&A segment where me and our guest answer your questions you asked us, and our guest today is the third-time guest, Russ Vandy. Russ is one of my favorite guests to have on the show, not that I pick favorites, but he's a great guy to have on. He's closing in on 70,000 subscribers on his channel. He does everything from I tested every Pokemon mobile game, the rise and fall of Minecraft on Nintendo Switch, tons of cool Nintendo Switch videos on his channel. If you want to skip anywhere in this podcast, timestamps are down below. Otherwise, let's not waste your time. Let's get to our thoughts on the Switch Direct, probably the last Switch Direct of the Switch's life. Nice, let's go.
Welcome to the Mario Matter, the #1 Nintendo podcast.
Russ, this is your third time on the Mario Matter. How's it going?
It's going well. How are you going?
I am going insane because of what Nintendo announced in the March 27th, 2025 Nintendo Direct. And I put this, first things first. You know, on this podcast, we usually talk about news first, and we have some of that. But I figured, hot off the Direct, I mean, me and you just reacted. It's 12 p.m. This happened 2 hours ago. It's fresh in our minds.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go ahead and let's dive in. So,
let's do it.
This is our first Direct breakdown with you. I did one other full-on Direct breakdown with another guest last year. How I usually do these is I list every single game on our Google Docs. So we'll go through everything that was shown off in the Direct for those who maybe missed it or want to hear our thoughts on every single game. We didn't care for every game, so we won't give extensive thoughts on, some of them, but we have all of them listed here, and we'll take some pit stops at the big ones. Basically, chronological order, dissecting the Direct and taking stops where we want to give more thoughts on some games that were shown off. So, with that said, let's dive in to what was shown in Nintendo's Direct before the Switch 2 Direct next week. First things first, okay? Russ, we got Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D Remake. Here's the problem. We knew about this, right?
I think so. I'm not.
This was what they showed, last Direct, right?
I think so.
I think so.
Yes. It's kind of weird that they opened on this one, to be honest. Not sure why they did that.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like probably Metroid Prime should have been opened up on, but hey, you know what? It is what it is. I'm not super interested in Dragon Quest, and I think we've seen it before.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not big on it either. And that's totally fine. People love Dragon Quest. That's great. And I'm so happy for you, but it's just not for me. I just don't play these games. I'm not sure, Russ, if you're like me, you play all sorts of cool games like Patrick Star and all that.
Yeah.
I'm just a Nintendo boy. I don't know what it is. Like, I play Nintendo games, and that's most of it,
Yeah. I mean, I definitely dip my hands into a lot of games, but usually these RPGs, games that take so long to get into and finish, not really my cup of tea. They're not my favorite. I mean, I can, Xenoblade Chronicles X, that's a Nintendo game. I just recently played that. That's the longest game I played in a long, long time. And it's only because it's Nintendo.
Yeah.
But yeah, these games, don't really have the time for them. And it's what it is. It looks pretty for a pixelated game.
It does. It does indeed. So, for those who want that, good on you. Then I've watched enough, directs to know that whenever they say, here's the first batch of headlines. It's nothing. It's never anything good. It's never good stuff. So then we got no sleep for Konami, date from the AI.
I have no idea. No idea what this is.
I'm not sure what it is either. But here's the thing. I want to be careful to not like crap on every game here because someone's jumping for joy at this game. So like, if you like this, fantastic. Comes out July 25th, 2025, but it's not for us. And I feel like I saw a lot of people in my chat, other chats saying it's not for us either. So we're going to skip. How do you say this? Raido Remastered? Raidu? I don't know. The Mystery of the Soulless Army. June 19th, 2025. Not for me either.
Nope. I wouldn't say it's for me either.
Not for me either. Then what is maybe... Do you want to say something? Or?
Yeah. About this game, Shadow Labyrinth.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, Shadow Labyrinth. This one here.
The next one.
July 18th, 2025.
Yeah. I mean, this is just a weird... First of all, you might not know it by the title, but it's actually a Pac-Man game.
Yes.
Like, what in the world? It's like a very weird Metroidvania game. And I'll be honest, I thought it looked a lot more graphically intense before today's Direct. They kind of like, they made it look like a cartoon.
Yeah.
I'll probably try it out because it's such a bizarre spin on Pac-Man, but yeah, I mean, we got a release date for it. I was looking forward to this one. This is one. They took a lot of time on it, but
yeah,
it is what it is.
Did we not have a release date before, or
no? This was the first time we got a release date for it.
Okay.
We saw we had pre-orders that went up, but it was all placeholder stuff.
I saw the beginning of the trailer, and I was like, looks like one of those games that I'm not interested in, but I didn't even realize that Pac-Man was a part of it. And once I saw that, I was like, oh yeah, the Shadow Labyrinth game. Like that looked cool when I saw it a few months ago. So
yeah,
I'm excited for it. I want to know a little bit more. So maybe I'll do my research or dive into some more trailers or something like that. If I do pick it up, it will not be on Nintendo Switch. It'll be on PlayStation or, whatever else it comes out for.
I will say it actually, I'm assuming that the Direct showed gameplay footage of this game. Mm-hmm. It looks pretty good. I think it was running at 60 frames per second.
Yeah, but even still, I just can't take chances. I've been burned too many times. Epic Mickey, Patrick Star, I've been burned. I've been burned terribly.
Epic Mickey, oh man. Yo, Epic Mickey was pretty good on Switch.
Oh, it was good on Switch, but it's always a better experience on PS5.
Yeah,
it was fine.
It's true.
It was fine.
It's true. It's playable, but yeah.
Because I actually got a PS5 since me and you last spoke. So like now I'm like riding that wave,
Yo, that means you played Astrobot.
I did.
Yeah. Nice.
I would say
it's a good one.
This isn't about Astrobot, but like 9 out of 10 game. Like very good.
Yeah,
it was very good.
It's solid.
Then after Shadow Labyrinth, which we knew about, it's a game that we had heard about previously. We got Patapon 1+2 replay. Yeah. Did I say it right?
I don't know. I don't even remember what this looked like.
I thought that was why you were laughing. It's that drum game. It's the drum game where you press the buttons to the beat. And honestly, dude, it looked really cool. Like it looked like, it's not your basic drum game. You got all the little characters there. They're all like doing like if the better you do in the rhythm game is like it like correlates to what your characters actually do. It's a cool in-depth rhythm game. July release date, July 11th, 2025. What?
Yeah, you sound interested in it. You must be picking it up.
I probably will.
All right, yeah, let's go.
I have to see the price. I would imagine that pre-orders are available, so I'm sure that we know the price. I just haven't seen it yet. But yes, if it's less than $30, I will pick that up.
Yeah.
But after that, okay, no, Russ, hold on. I have to talk about this, dude. I've watched enough directs to know, and you probably have too. You probably have, but when they fade the screen to black. Like when they show that little like red thing and then it cuts to black,
your body clenches up.
Something is coming, and that didn't totally happen with our next game. They showed off Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar. I mean, I'll look into it. I might buy it. It's another one of those farming games, Story of Seasons.
It's the typical farming simulator. We all know the drill. Yeah, it looked bad.
A little bit.
These farming simulators they just look bad. Like graphically, it's like what is even happening here?
There was one shot where he was like the dude was gliding with that leaf glider or whatever he had. Looked like it was running at a solid 14 frames per second, dude. This game.
Yeah,
I don't know if Switch is the platform for this. But Cozy Gamers Rise Up. That's August 27th, 2025. And at this point in the direct, we're like 5 minutes in, maybe 6-7 minutes in. I'm getting a little worried. Man,
I was starting to feel a little sleepy.
Yeah. It's a 30-minute direct, so 10 minutes less than usual. And usually they like to open with something. I remember one direct they opened with Pikmin 4. Not like, announcing it, but like, a brand new trailer for it. Last direct they opened with, Metroid? Was it Metroid? Yeah, it's Metroid, right?
Did they open with Metroid? No, they opened with Mario and Luigi.
Oh, God, right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Yeah.
You're right. So they always like to open cool. And Dragon Quest, we knew about it, wasn't really that. So I was getting worried.
Yeah. If the opening isn't strong, it's like, oh man, what's coming? You have no idea.
Behold. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond got a brand new, somewhat meaty, like a 2-minute, maybe 3 at most, trailer.
Yeah.
Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. And it showed a bunch of the game. I shouldn't say that. A good amount of mechanics from the game. And basically, what I saw was a lot more like puzzle solving in Metroid Prime. Like you're doing, I would say, remember, oh God, you might have to take over here. They were like moving that cursor thing like in a circle. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
It's like puzzle solving, right?
Yeah, they showed a lot of puzzly things. They showed off the new mechanic where she gets the psychic ability.
Right,
yeah. And you can direct what way the missile goes after you shoot it off, and it looks like a cool mechanic. I wouldn't say it's like whoa, you can control the missiles. Like it's not crazy, but it's shaping up to be a good Metroid Prime game. And if you're interested in Metroid Prime, it's definitely a Metroid Prime game. I played the first one. I don't really love backtracking in games in general.
Same.
So, I'm taking it for what it is. I'll definitely buy it and try it out and see if maybe I don't need to have a tutorial up when I play this one, like I do with the last ones. Every single Metroid game, I have to have a tutorial up, even if it's 2D.
I'm the same.
Really good games, I just always have to have a tutorial up. But I'm excited for it. I'm definitely gonna try it out. Something that I noticed about Metroid Prime 4 on this trailer is that it looks not as good as the first trailer we got. Did you notice that?
Like, you mean quality-wise?
Resolution quality-wise.
I did not notice that, but I do think the first trailer, it's easier to see, oh, it looks so good because of all those missiles flying in the back and everything. This was more mellow,
There was missiles flying in the stuff. There was light reflecting off of surfaces. There were explosions. There were enemies breaking through the door with fire. And this one, you're right. No, you're right. That it definitely was a lot more tame, and there wasn't as many explosions and stuff. But it made me feel like the first trailer we got wasn't on the Switch one, and that this one was. Maybe that's just speculation. It is speculation. Who knows? But that was something I noticed.
I will say, I think if it runs the same or better as Metroid Prime Remastered, it's a home run. Because, dude, that game runs so well.
Yeah, and it looked fantastic, too. Yeah, it's a gold standard for remasters on the Switch.
Yep.
But I think, hey, do you have anything else to say about Prime 4?
Not Prime 4. So go ahead if you're going to say something.
I am shocked we did not see Metroid Prime 2 and 3.
I was just going to say that. Yep. That's the bigger story for me.
I cannot believe that there's not a 2 and 3. And not even like a full, I'd be fine if it wasn't even a full-on remaster. I don't really care, but just the fact, I thought for sure they'd do something like they did with Pikmin 1 and 2, where they would just at least release the games available whenever. I'm just, that surprises me because I feel like this was the only time they could have done this. They're not going to do it next week, and chances are we're not going to get another direct before Metroid Prime comes out, hopefully. But if we do, that maybe is when they would announce it, but then it's kind of so close to Metroid Prime 4 that people wouldn't buy Metroid Prime 4 because they got to play 2 and 3 still. So this to me tells, the fact that they didn't announce it makes me feel like they're not even doing 2 and 3 anymore.
Here's the thing though, and here's what I see. We still don't have a date for Metroid Prime 4, which was weird as well, right?
That is weird. That was the other thing. What the heck?
But here's what I see. If the game comes out October, you can drop 2 and 3 in September.
You think it's going to come out in October?
Nah, I don't think that. But if it did, like, there's still time for 2 and 3. Like, even if it comes out in August or in September, I think you still have a couple windows left to announce 2 and 3. But it probably should have been today.
Well, that's the whole thing. Okay, and then we go back to the whole fact that there's no release date. So when in the world is this going to get released? And what's the deal with that?
Yeah,
and I guess the whole thing is, are they going to announce it next week at the big Nintendo Direct? First of all, we haven't even talked about the fact that they're doing 2 Nintendo Directs in 1 week. That alone is just insane. Like, that's weird.
Very.
This feels very. I think this was not supposed to happen. I think it was probably supposed to happen back in February, and then something got pushed back, or maybe they panicked because they needed to tell someone, or they needed to tell people about that new virtual card feature or whatever. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. But I mean, I think the reason they didn't announce the release date mainly is because they're going to either say it next week or it's going to be really late 2025. My hope is that it's next week, and to me, we're guaranteed to see it next week because I feel like it would be a huge waste of potential and sales for Metroid Prime 4 if it's not on the Switch 2. Like, it's got to be on the Switch 2. It's one of Nintendo's most expensive games, I believe, because it was made in the US. So they're racking up that bill.
Yeah. I think the total opposite. I don't think they even mention it next week.
Man,
I don't think that you mention it because, I mean, sorry, take it back. You mention it and say it'll be also on Switch 2, potentially also on Switch 2, which also makes me think this is going to come out same day as Switch 2. That's why they have not put out a release date yet. So maybe you mention it, but you don't, I wouldn't show new gameplay necessarily. Like, I don't know. And maybe that's not what you were, talking about, like, new gameplay. I don't know. But maybe you mention it's coming out on Switch 2, but I mean, that makes me wonder why they've not put out a release date. Because whatever it is going to be the same day as Switch 2. I don't know.
Yeah. They, exactly. I don't think we're going to see any new information about the game alone, aside from maybe if there's a Switch 2 boost, like graphics-wise or performance-wise. That's the only thing I think they're going to talk about if they do talk about Prime 4. And if it's going to get it, and I do think it's going to get announced for the release date of the Switch 2 because they didn't say anything today. That's why. That's why I think that. Also, we have no other Nintendo games for this year aside from Pokemon and Metroid.
Mm-hmm.
And they're supposed to come out this year. Pokemon's late 2025, but they didn't say late 2025 for Metroid Prime.
Yep.
They have no other games this year. So yeah, it's got to be talked about next week, the release date.
It has to be.
My thought.
And about that, we'll dive into the other games and everything, but yeah, you said it. There's no games this year. So to me, this feels like in May, in June, whenever it is, we're just going to get so many Switch 2 games. It's not Mario Kart, Zelda spinoff, 3D Mario later. Like, it's going to be packed. But we can dive into our theories on Switch 2. We have a piece of Switch 2 news after all this direct talk. It's pretty big.
Yeah,
and I have something to add on to it, too. I didn't even tell you about that. So, the next game that was shown, I thought this looked like a Disney game, and I was indeed right. Disney Villains Cursed Cafe. Now, I highlighted this, Russ, on our Google Doc. I don't want to talk about this. All I want to say is, why are there so many coffee shop games coming out? Like, I've seen so many coffee shop games come out. Is this like a new thing? I've never seen so many before.
The last one I played was Kirby, not Kirby, Pokemon Cafe, Pokemon Cafe Remix.
Yeah.
And it looks very similar, but worse. That's all I have to say about this one specifically.
Now, this is available today. So as you're hearing us speak, it's out now. Can we look up the price? Because, dude, if this is more than $15, I'm annoyed. Villains Cursed Cafe.
I'm gonna guess $40. No, $30.
Oh, okay. 30?
Yeah, that's my guess.
$15.
$15.
That's not bad for what it is. That's not bad.
Okay.
Not bad.
Yeah,
15.
it's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
It's free on mobile, I'm sure, but
Disney 2. Disney 2.
Oh, Disney. Oh, you know
for
them.
Disney, that's not bad.
It's true. Could be worse.
Oh, man. Indeed. But any thoughts on the game? Just, kind of meh?
It looks bad. That's all.
Yeah. Oh,
but hey,
boy.
Okay, sorry. I don't want to completely flame it.
I agree. I don't
want to completely flame it, but man, I don't know. It just looks like it's a cash grabby Disney game. Maybe I try it out and it's my new favorite cafe simulator.
Right.
Which isn't hard to beat because I've only played one.
Yeah, Kirby. Yeah. We'll see, man. I might pick it up. $15. We'll see. Because I just like being part of the festivities. I like buying at least one game that shadow dropped. I always like doing that.
Oh, so you're gonna buy it?
Yeah, I think so. And probably
do it now.
I saw $15 on the PlayStation Store. I'll probably buy it on Switch. Like, why not?
Wait, are you gonna do it now? On the podcast?
No, because I didn't see it on the Nintendo Store yet. It might be on there. Okay. But I only saw it on the PlayStation Store. So
okay,
I'll send you later. I'll send you later on Discord.
Okay.
I'll send you.
I need the confirmation. Send me the receipt.
My eShop receipt. It'll be great.
Perfect.
And then after that, Witchbrook. Not for me. Holiday 2025. Any thoughts?
Nope.
Do you have any thoughts on the next three?
Rift of the NecroDancer. That's
okay.
One.
So. Sorry. So we got The Eternal Life of Goldman, we got Gradius Origins, and then Rift of the NecroDancer. Floor is yours.
Yeah. I mean, Rift of the NecroDancer, it's kind of interesting. It's from the same people that did the Legend of Zelda Crypt of the NecroDancer game, which was pretty decent. I like rhythm games like this. And this looks like a kind of like Guitar Hero or Rock Band. The notes come down on the screen. And then you tap the button. It's interesting to try out. I wonder how much that one is.
I'm not sure. Comes out today, right? So yeah, we can probably check.
Yeah, let's check.
A lot of shadow drops today. Can't lie.
Yeah. Let's see.
Nice. I'm not into that one personally. It's not for me. Like most of these games.
Yeah.
But if you find the price, let us know what price it is. I don't know if you'll find it yet because I feel like they haven't updated all their eShops and stuff. It's only been 2 hours and a half.
Rift of the NecroDancer is $20 on Steam. So it'll probably be like
probably the
$30. It'll be more expensive. That's Switch tax.
Yeah. True. Then Tamagotchi Plaza. Now listen, man. I didn't even realize that I said this at the end of my stream. I think I said something when this was shown. I was like, well, guys, since we didn't get Tomodachi Life 2 on the Switch, this is like the next best thing.
You spoke it into existence.
I know. But like after they showed Tomodachi, I didn't even like realize or like remember that I even said that. Like I just said it. And then the next thing I knew a little bit later. But June 27th, it reminded me a lot of that Dempa Men game, that like free to play Switch game that came out. Just like a funky little colorful game. You know?
What is this? Yeah, it's weird. Well, Tamagotchi is like it's a pretty big franchise, I think.
I think so.
I knew it was called Tamagotchi when I saw it, but I don't know why I knew that. So, I mean, it's a franchise. I just don't know much about it.
I'm looking at it now. Yeah, it's almost like Tomodachi Life, where you got all these friends and these virtual characters. And I'm not going to lie, dude, I need to put this on screen for the podcast. I'll show it to you on this little camera here. Do you know Anka from Animal Crossing? If you don't, Google her right now.
I do know Anka. You don't
Is
say less.
That not a Anka ripoff? Are you kidding me or what?
I mean, I think the eyes.
The color scheme.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah, the color scheme. Yeah.
Sorry, my like phone's kind of orange on the camera. I'm not sure why, but like, dude, the color scheme, yellow and blue. That's Anka. That's crazy.
Or is Anka that rabbit?
Yeah, maybe because like, how long has Tamagotchi been around?
I don't know. Probably a long time. But,
so maybe, maybe it's flipped.
Yeah, who knows? But the game looked really bad. Like
performance wise?
Well, just performance and like graphically looks really, really bad. No shading, no textures.
I agree.
Like it didn't look good. Mm-hmm. But I mean, someone in my comments when I was streaming it knew about it. So and said that they had played it on Apple Arcade because I think it's on Apple Arcade.
Oh, so it's not a new thing? I thought it was new. I'd never seen it before.
I don't think it's a new thing.
Oh, well then shoot.
Let me see. Let me look it up.
All the tea is spoiled then. Everyone knows what it's all about.
Yeah,
it's
what the
not
heck?
A new thing.
Let's see.
Comes out June 27th for
wait,
all of our
maybe
Switch
it is.
players.
Maybe it is a new thing.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Maybe I'm the confused one.
Oh boy. Oh, Tamagotchi. No. Let us know if you find anything. We got a big thing to dive into next year.
Okay, it's actually it's a different Tamagotchi game on Apple Arcade that they must have been thinking.
Okay. Does it have Anka in it?
But it came out last month. Yeah. Oh, Anka, what the heck?
Is she there?
Yeah.
Oh, snap. Okay, there you go. Good stuff.
All right.
Alrighty. Shall we dive into the next game?
Yes, we shall.
Pokémon Legends Z-A. Russ, I've never seen a company better at killing time than Nintendo. I mean, we just saw this a month ago, to the day. The day.
Yeah.
And then they're showing us more Pokémon Legends Z-A. Now, I will give them credit. A bit of that footage was new. But they're talking to us like we've never seen the game before. I mean, almost, right? Like, they aren't going as in-depth as the Pokemon Presents did. But this was still like, you choose a starter Pokemon in Lumio City. And, you know, it's all fun stuff. They showed off that Fortnite, that Royale mode, whatever that was.
Yeah. Yeah, that was interesting. But
so,
that's I don't know if you even, I don't even know if you clicked into that ranking from Z to A, but that's the title of the game.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like you rank the whole point of the game, the story mode, I believe, from what I understood. The only thing new is that you rank up from Z to A.
Oh,
and that's in the title of the
part.
I didn't even it was like Wait a second. Is that why it's called Z-A?
Yeah.
Is that why that's called that? So hey, now we have a reason for the title. But yeah, they didn't really show much new stuff aside from that whole ranking system. I guess they expanded a little more on the wild zones, which are just, man, this game's, I feel like it had so much more potential. I don't know if you played Arceus or Arceus or whatever you want to call it, but the maps, it's very vast. It's very big, open world. So just the fact that in this game, you seemingly just stay in a city the entire time with just different wild zones seems kind of lame. The gameplay looks fun, and that's, at the end of the day, technically, on paper, all that matters. But yeah, not even on, and we didn't even mention the fact that this game looks bad. Like this is not how they should look. Even past Pokemon games on the Switch have looked better than this. Yeah.
So I think it'll be fine. Like once it releases, I think everything is going to be fine. It'll make sense. It'll be a good game, I feel. Performance does look a little sketchy though. Does look a little, has me questioning a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of disappointing, but I'm also really excited to play it. It goes both ways. Obviously, I'm going to play it, and I'm sure I'm going to have a fantastic time if I like it as much as the last Legends game. But I mean, without a doubt, the graphics are, I mean, they can do better. This is I think the biggest marketable IPs on the planet, like more than Disney. And and just the fact that they kind of barely put that much effort into the games, which is like super important and a huge it just drives me crazy. Especially because Xenoblade Chronicles X just came out and it looks so good in comparison. And Xenoblade Chronicles X is like a massive map, and this is just in a condensed city. Yeah. All right. That's my rant.
Heck yeah. I honestly was still buzzing about Tamagotchi in my head. I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't know much about the Z-A trailer, but you kind of nailed it. So we will move on. I don't have too many thoughts there, but I have a couple thoughts on Rhythm Heaven Groove, the return of the Rhythm Heaven series. Now, when this is on screen, I'm seeing it's a rhythm game, and I have not played many Rhythm Heaven games. I've touched them a little bit, but not enough to know right away, oh, it's Rhythm Heaven. And I'm not sure that many people knew right away that it was Rhythm Heaven. I'm not sure. I don't know. But
yeah,
here's what I saw. I saw them showing a little bit of a tease at the beginning. As soon as I saw them have that like Joy-Con angle, like when they put the Joy-Cons on screen, I knew that it was Rhythm Heaven, because only Nintendo does that. Like no third-party game will have that like demonstration camera where they show you the Joy-Cons. I knew that it was Nintendo, and I knew that it was Rhythm Heaven. Now, I don't have much prior experience with the game, but I'll probably buy it. Comes out 2026. Your thoughts?
Yeah, so I am a Rhythm Heaven fan.
Oh, good.
I have played this game so much as a kid, and yeah, I'm the Wii one, Rhythm Heaven Fever. I played that with my brother so much, and yeah, Rhythm Heaven games are just so good. I'm a musical guy, and yeah, putting that in a game, they just do it really well. Where to the point where it's like challenging, the music just keeps getting better and better, and yeah, I'm surprised that it wasn't on the Switch already, to be honest. And I knew instantly that this was Rhythm Heaven.
Okay.
As soon as the character showed up on the black screen or whatever, I couldn't tell from the character, but I was like, is this the art style similar? And then they clicked the button. There was like a button that clicked. And like, oh, that's Rhythm Heaven. Yep. Knew instantly, and then freaked out accordingly. But yeah, it looks so good. Again, my biggest problem with this one is that it's slated for 2026.
Now, why is that? Why is that, do you think?
Well, you know what? I actually don't know. I have to assume that they've just packed this year with Switch 2 stuff.
Yes.
That they either don't have time, or a slot to put it in for this year, or it's, I don't know. I actually don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming they just don't have enough time on this year's calendar, or it's not done or whatever, which I'm sure is also the possibility. I just can't believe that they announced it so soon, because Nintendo has been announcing games and releasing them in such a short time, unless it's like Metroid and Rhythm Heaven and Tomodachi Life. But I'm surprised that they announced it this early for a game that really isn't. This isn't going to sell 5+ million copies. Most likely, I mean, it could, but most likely it's not going to. So I just find it odd that they announced it so soon. Like even Mario Wonder, I think, was less than 6 months before we got that game from the time it was released.
4 months or so, yep.
Yeah, I just that really makes me confused, but it looks really good. It's a day one for me, for sure.
Same here. Here's the thing. I think in 6 days' time, as of recording, so next Wednesday, Switch 2 presentation. Nobody's going to care about Tomodachi Life. No one's going to care about Rhythm Heaven. We're going to be eating so good in May or June or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So I think it stings now.
It does sting.
But it'll be fine. Like, we're going to be so fine. Like, bro, Mario Kart June, 3D Mario October, freaking Animal Crossing. Who knows what they're going to show? I think that we're going to be so fine with it.
Okay, maybe with Rhythm Heaven. And we haven't talked about Tomodachi Life yet, but Tomodachi Life, I think I'm more excited about Tomodachi Life than, okay, maybe I don't want to say this, but I think I might be more pumped about that than any new game that we have seen so far.
Even Switch 2.
I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say anything.
Switch, right now, Tomodachi Life. Switch 2, Mario Kart for sure.
Okay, I mean, yeah, I'm excited for Mario Kart, but it's Mario Kart.
Yeah, but it's new.
We know what to expect with Mario Kart. Yeah, we don't know anything about Mario Kart. Okay, I didn't say anything. We'll see.
No, it's fine.
Right now, I'm pumped for Tomodachi Life.
Yeah.
We'll have to see about Mario Kart. Like, they really got to step it up with Mario Kart if they want me to be more pumped for Mario Kart. Like, if I had the choice right now to play Tomodachi Life on my 3DS or Mario Kart 8 on my Switch, I'd play Tomodachi Life.
I would do.
Mm-hmm. But so maybe I'm just in a Tomodachi drought, which I am.
So you have to see more Mario Kart 9 to maybe then shift.
Yes.
Okay, I see. That's very fair. That's fair.
I think we'll just have to see. I mean, the Switch 2, I'm obviously more excited about the Switch 2 in general than Tomodachi Life, because that's a whole other beast. But yeah, right now and today, I'm pumped for Tomodachi Life. And are we talking about Tomodachi Life yet? Or are we gonna come back to that?
Not quite yet. We do have something that a lot of people thought was pretty complex. I'm not sure about you, but I understood this pretty much instantly. And this is the new Nintendo feature they're adding to the Switch 8 years later: virtual game cards. Now, this will be available late April 2025 via a system update. It's a brand new Switch feature. I'll go ahead and break it down and what it is. So, a lot of people are looking at it like, wait, so you can put your physical games and make them digital? No. Wait, so you can have multiple digital games and 5 people can play them all at one time? No. What it is, well, first of all, they add a new icon to the home like row of icons, the news icon, the album, the settings. They add a new icon there. What it is if I own Zelda Tears of the Kingdom digitally, and Russ is in my like Switch Online family group or whatever, I can, just like if I had the game physically, give him my copy of Tears of the Kingdom to borrow. He can play it, then give it back to me. But it's just digital. So I can pretty much have my Zelda Tears of the Kingdom digitally, and make it a game card, transfer it to Russ. He plays it. Meanwhile, I can't play it. Only Russ has it. I cannot play Tears of the Kingdom once it is transferred. He has it for 2 weeks, gives it back to me. It's basically, just think about it. If you had a physical game card, I mail it off to Russ in Canada. He plays it. Meanwhile, I can't play it. I don't have the game card. He gives it back. That's all it is. It's sharing is caring is pretty much what this is. Because as we know, Nintendo Switch digital games are locked to an account. Even me, I have 2 Nintendo accounts. If I buy Tears of the Kingdom on one of them, I can't play it on the other account. With this transferring, you can do so. So, here's my thing, Russ. I'm never going to use this. Are you going to use it?
I think, well, first of all, I don't buy my games digital.
Same.
So, and right away when I saw this, I'm like, oh no, this is them going all digital. This is the end.
It might be, dude.
Goodbye. This is the beginning of the end for sure, which is so sad. And I think they'll carry it out to the end of the Switch too, but definitely after the Switch 2, it's hard to tell because they could still, if they still want that shelf space, they could do digital codes, and they might just do that. And I that's most likely where I see the future going. But I'm still gonna say, I'm hopeful for that we get cartridges. I'm still hopeful for that. I mean, there's still a cartridge slot on the Switch too, so yeah, I'm hoping that there's still cartridges. As if I would use it to answer your question, probably not all the time, but I can definitely see the use cases that I could. I mean, I'm sure I could use it. I have a family group with a bunch of my friends, my brother, and yeah, I mean, if I can give them a game that I'm done with that I've already paid for, that's great. If my brother wants to play Luigi's Mansion, I've already paid for it. Here you go.
Exactly.
So I mean, it's a really good quality of life update, and I think it solves a lot of issues that virtual gamers have. Definitely, if you have a sibling and you're young and you only want to buy one copy of the game and you do it digitally, I think that's who that's for mainly. But I can see why they're doing this. Also,
I was gonna say, sorry. If I live in a Gen Alpha house of 10, this is like the greatest thing to ever happen to me. Like, we buy games digital and we share them with everybody. It's great. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I mean it's exactly the point. I think it's a good idea, but it really scares me for the physical future, unfortunately. So that was my biggest concern. I also think that this is mainly for the Switch 2. This is for the people who upgrade us for the Switch 2, and they give their regular Switch to their little brother or their little sister, or they give it away to a friend. That at least still allows someone else who they give that Switch to play some games. And yeah, that's why I think they did they really showed off the 2 Switches. If you have 2 Switches, for those for some reason have 2 Switches, that's I mean, it's cool. I probably won't use it that much, but I'm it scares me.
It's cool. It's cool. It's cool and scary.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like, speaking about physical versus digital, I'm not, as much of a physical gamer I'm not opposed to a digital future. Because, man, like, I want to keep collecting physical, but if it's gone, I won't be upset. Just zap the game to me via the online service. I got it in my house. It's easy. But as long as there is physical, I'll keep collecting it. But
exactly,
I'm not opposed to it.
That's a good way to put it, for sure. If I have no option, then yeah, I'll buy it digital.
And I'll be happy with it too. Like it's cool.
Yeah,
it's nice.
There's so many times that I want to play a game that I don't have with me, or I'm lazy and I don't want to get up and I want to and change the game.
Exactly.
Which, I mean, come on, we're all a little bit lazy sometimes.
No, I am too. Like,
but yeah,
bro, I started playing the NHL 24 game recently. It's been great. It's been awesome. But when I want to play Madden again, I just like turn off the place. I turn off the PS5 because I don't feel like getting up and like going to change it. I'm just done. I'm just done playing. So it happens to me too. But
yeah,
do you want to move on? So we got Saga Frontier 2 Remastered available today. Not for me, for you.
Nope.
Monument Valley and Monument Valley 2 and 3, I think.
Oh, yeah, this was like right at the end. We had already passed. It was already past the half an hour of the direct, and they were showing this game. I'm like, is this it?
Can't be the final one. This cannot be the final thing. Yeah.
Yeah. And then they showed this next game, Everybody's Golf. So bad. It looks so bad. And the first clip they show, it's all like low frame rate. It looks so awful. I have no idea why. Who picked this shot to be in this trailer?
No idea why you would buy this over like Mario Golf.
Well, exactly.
No idea.
Unless it's like substantially cheaper, but still, even at that point.
Marvel Cosmic Invasion Holiday 2025. You into this?
I mean, I like Marvel. I don't really like these beat 'em up, top down looking. Like I think it looks like the old Ninja Turtle games. I'm not really a huge fan of those, but I mean, I like Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
And again, at this point of the presentation, I'm like, are they really
like
ending it on this?
10:30.
Yeah,
it's like, oh boy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So. That all passes. By this point, guys, it's like 10:33.
Mm-hmm.
And it was going to end at 10:30. It's roughly half an hour. And usually they're pretty good about that. I'm sitting there on my stream like, come on, please, one last game, last game, please, one last game. We get the last game. They fade to black, which is how you know it's something big. They fade to black.
Yeah.
And then we see tropical. Let's take it slow. So first shot, we see some palm trees and an ocean.
Yeah.
What were you thinking?
At that point, I was thinking it was Animal Crossing.
Okay, wow. I thought it had to be Kirby of some sort.
Okay, I thought for sure. I mean, I thought maybe it was like Animal Crossing DLC because it looked like it was on an island. It looked like it was on the New Horizons island.
Right.
But then the art style was a little different, and then we saw that character sitting on that lawn chair.
Yeah. I didn't know what that was.
I really had I had no idea. And I didn't even notice until later that the person that was sitting in the chair was passing some gas.
Same.
Like,
second watch, I saw that.
Like,
yeah. So we see this dude, it looks like a Goomba, doesn't it?
Yeah, I honestly just couldn't tell what it was.
We see this figure on like a beach chair. They fart and then they fade away.
Yep.
To a couple of Miis on screen, some at a table, some nice flowers.
Yeah.
And we, at that point, if you didn't know that it was Tomodachi Life, you knew. You knew right then it was Tomodachi Life.
You knew. You knew even if you didn't.
Your reaction was nuts. I was screaming.
We both reacted as if someone walked in and said, "Give me all your money."
Worse than that. Give me all your money. Give me your Switch. Give me all your physical games.
Yeah.
Give me the house. Give me everything.
Yeah. If someone walked in with a weapon, I was still at her about Tomodachi Life. Don't test me, but I was. That was just that might be a little extreme, but my goodness, this is everything I wanted from any Nintendo Direct ever.
For years, too.
Yeah, I honestly I'm still in disbelief that we got it. I thought for sure this was never going to happen. This was dead because the Miis have been dead for this whole generation. We haven't seen the Miis anywhere aside from oh my goodness, Miitomo? No, not Miitomo. Miitopia, yeah. That was a good game. But yeah, we haven't seen anything since Miitopia, and even then it's like, okay, what are we doing here? They brought Miitopia, we can bring Tomodachi Life. And then they just never did. And I think I thought for sure there would be like a remaster, but then after you think about it a little more, the first Tomodachi Life relies so heavily on the touch screen from the from the DS. And
Yep.
yeah, they just literally couldn't bring it over to the Switch. It'd be impossible unless they added controls somehow. And honestly, okay, and while we're on the topic, if they add it to the Switch 2, which most likely they will, at hopefully a higher resolution, higher frame rate. I'm assuming they'll do they'll do something with mouse mode. If it's a similar premise.
Think about that. Yeah.
I mean, I hope it's on the Switch too, because the frame rate was pretty stuttery the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it seemed not even to be 30 frames per second.
Let's talk about this. So we see the gameplay. There's some Mii's breakdancing.
Yeah.
It's all good times.
Yeah.
2026, that pops up. What do you say? Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream is the name, by the way. Living the Dream. Can we talk about that?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that game name?
Living the Dream. It's fine. I thought they probably don't want to call it Tomodachi Life 2 for the people who don't even know that the first one exists.
Yeah, right.
But I think what was really funny was the way that they said Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream. Like, they had all the synth voices from the characters.
Right, yeah.
It sounds so cursed. It's hilarious. It sounds so funny. If you haven't listened to it, go and listen to it, right? Like, it's so funny.
Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream.
Living the Dream.
It was like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
And they brought the synth voices back. And AI has gotten so good with AI voices, but they're keeping it charming. They're keeping it charming.
For this podcast, I had to pull out the cover art behind me. Not sure if the 3DS version. What you know about that?
Yeah.
I've played Tomodachi Life ever since day one of the 3DS one coming out. Didn't play the first one because I don't live in Japan. And I was also pretty young. So had played this one since day one. Love it. I freaking love Tomodachi.
You got it on launch day?
Launch day. I still go back to it.
Yeah.
Or it was either launch or do you know when it like what month it launched? Because it was either
I know
launch
it was in
or
the
my
summer.
birthday, which was right near. Okay, so my birthday was in the summer. So it was launch day. Had to be launch day for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just always had such a fun time playing it. And what's great about this Living the Dream is it's not just Tomodachi Life. This looks like a big ol' 3D. You can walk around and go to the beach. It's like a 3D Tomodachi Life. Because if you play the 3DS one, it's fun, it's awesome, it's great, but there's no freedom, I should put it, as in you don't walk around, you don't, interact with things. What you do is, you can, I guess, interact with Mii's rather. You can go to the store, but there's no walking around. There's no go do what you want to do. And in that sense, like, you don't walk around a whole 3D island. You just click, I want to go to the apartments and see all the Mii's. I want to go to the clothing store. There's no walking to it. It's just like you kind of teleport from place to place. This looks like a whole thing. Now, I don't know if it'll be that way or if it's just the cutscenes or them making trailer footage, but it does seem like a lot is going to be happening here, more so than the previous installment, which is great. Now, here's the thing. 2026. Here's what I just think about. So that will obviously be after the Nintendo Switch 2 releases. Do you think that with these games, because we see it with a lot, like when... I was going to bring up a good example. Do you think that they can just release Tomodachi Life, say June of next year, only as a Switch 1 game? Or, obviously it's backwards compatible, but do you think they will also put one out just in Switch 2 packaging?
I don't think they would do I don't think they would package two separate copies. I don't think there's going to be a Switch 1 and a Switch 2 copy on the shelf.
Okay.
Because this is definitely a Switch 1 game, most likely, and it'll be playable on Switch 1. They'll put it in a Switch 1 package and it'll say playable on Switch 2 or something.
Yeah.
Or they could do something like Xbox did. And Xbox is really weird when it comes to it has Xbox One and Xbox Series. So I think they'll do something like that if it's a Switch 1 game and can be played. And I really hope that it's clear that the Switch 2 will have some sort of a. They probably won't say this on the box, but maybe if you put in the Switch 2, it'll automatically go to 60 frames per second or be upscaled to 2K or whatever.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, I think that's definitely gonna. I can't imagine Nintendo releasing a game, especially like this, that runs at 30 frames per second and having it still capped at 30 frames per second on a new console that can easily push it to 60. And I think I think it'll be free as well. I think most patches for games that automatically go up will be free as well.
Oh, sorry, I misunderstood that.
Oh yeah, no, not the game. Not the game.
The game would be free. I was like, ah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yo, who's gonna tell them it's wrong? Yeah.
But this has got. Sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, the game itself. I don't know. Like you were saying, I don't know if you'll be able to free roam like just in the city or whatever. Yeah. It'll most likely, those are just cutscenes from there's like houses in the middle of the trailer. It's interesting. There's no apartment that we know of.
Yeah.
So we still got all the shops, and there was the news station. That was fun. But yeah, no apartment. So we don't know where everyone's going to live. Most likely it's going to be an apartment or just like a city. If it was a city and they really expanded it like that, that'd be really cool.
Do you know what I'm most excited about is when handheld games come to the huge screen. Like, bro, we got Tomodachi Life for the next 8 years or so throughout like the next console generation. Like, bro, this is going to be always in our lives. You pop it in daily. I might buy it physical and digital. I need to play it every single day. Like, just, click it in.
That's like, I really hope they give this like the Sims treatment and they just keep adding to it. Yeah. I will buy a battle pass that renews every month. I don't care.
Tomodachi battle pass.
I would buy a Tomodachi Life battle pass twice. I'd buy it twice.
Heck yeah.
That's how much I'd want it. Like, and it looks so good. Like, man, I'm so excited. Why does it have to be 2026?
Yeah, so here's the thing that confused everyone. This is the final game that was shown. Not the final announcement. We got one more thing, which is the Nintendo Today app. Now, not much to explain. This is essentially a Nintendo news app. They explained it all dramatically. The Miyamoto came on screen and said, "Yeah, we do Nintendo Directs, but here's how you get Nintendo more direct." And then they showed off a news app. It's essentially an app that you download, you go on it, it says, for example, if Tomodachi comes out, Tomodachi Life releases in 5 days, or, it came out today, or, whatever. It gives you news. If they announce Switch 2 games, you'll probably see that in the app. It's where you get your news. However, I think this is probably the worst announcement of the entire Direct. Nobody's using this because here's the thing.
The worst announcement? I don't think it's the worst announcement.
No, hear me out.
All right.
No one is using this, number one, because the Mario Matter is in your life, this podcast. So, number one. Number two.
That's true.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Every ounce of Nintendo news, at least for right now, is unofficial. Comes out from leaks, comes out from rumors, comes out from China. Do you think Nintendo is going to put, Switch 2 rumors on their app? You're going to get the most bare bones, crunchy granola news of all time. Check out these 7 Kirby games for your Switch on your summer vacation. Check out it's nothing. Bro, just download freaking, I don't know, Switch Buddy is the app. Download that. Go to nintendolife.com. This is not, download it. Download this app. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna work. It's gonna function. Nothing good will come from this. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm fine.
Oh no, I love it. Those are very good. Those are very valid points. I think that this Nintendo Today app is going to be replacing Twitter.
What? Hold on. Wait.
Okay, not Twitter, the whole Twitter. Okay. Their Twitter page. No, everyone's gonna flood to this instead of Twitter. Yeah. No, this is going to be, because every day Nintendo does a tweet or an X, whatever you want to call it. They do a tweet and they say Xenoblade X comes out today. join Alma on a trip to Mira and fight these battles. I think literally the only thing that they're going to do is replace their Twitter page. I still think that they'll still do Twitter, but I think this is primarily what it's for. Most people just are going to get their information from this.
What is their Twitter page? Full of crunchy granola news. Join Kirby in these 9 Xenoblade Chronicles X. Dive in. Hashtag Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. Available now for Nintendo Switch.
I hate the granola news.
I'm not using this.
Yeah, it's they just tweet so much. It's hard to keep track of. I'm assuming based on the title of the app, Nintendo Today, this is probably a daily update.
Must be. Now, here's the only upside I can think of for our iPhone users. If they have widgets, if they have some cool little widgets or something, I'm going to put those on the home screen. But that's it. That's all I can think of. Now, comes out today. So as you're listening, this should be out for us as of recording. I don't think it's out yet, right? It's 1 p.m. as of recording this podcast.
Let's check.
I don't think it's I feel like it'll be a 5, 6 p.m. thing. Maybe even like 8 p.m. because they like to do things then too.
Yeah, that's when Nintendo Music was.
Right.
Was released.
Yeah, it was like late at night. So probably this evening it'll be out. As you all are listening to this, it's out. It's been out. But for us live here,
not yet.
Not out yet. Not out yet. So can't give our thoughts. But yeah, maybe next week. Nintendo Today. Nintendo next week.
Nintendo next week.
And maybe it's going to be cooler than just, a little news app. But essentially, nothing burger. Now, let's talk about this.
Yeah.
What do we rate the Direct? And I feel like we have the exact same opinion.
Man, I don't. If it wasn't for Tomodachi Life,
yes,
and Rhythm Heaven,
right,
it probably would be like a D.
F.
Oh, you think F? You think that?
I'm saying F, dude. Nothing.
Yeah.
Now with Rhythm Heaven, no Tomodachi.
Yeah.
D plus.
D plus. That's definitely more generous. I think it's a solid. It's a solid C.
Like final grade.
I don't know because Tomodachi Life.
It's fine. I'm just asking you. It's fine.
I'm just trying to think because Tomodachi Life is my ultimate announcement.
Okay.
So I'm trying to think like.
I can go first if you want.
Yeah, you go first. You go first.
I think, as we just said, take away Tomodachi, take away, Rhythm Heaven. People will probably think I'm being rough. Let's go through. If we didn't get any of those games, we got 0 new Nintendo games shown off. So 0 new ones. That's not good. We got a bunch of third-party games that we already knew about. Nintendo games that we already knew about. And a lot of games that are coming out this year, which is cool, but like, are you buying everybody's golf hot shots? Probably not, right? So F for me. Now you add in Rhythm Heaven. That's a Nintendo game. That's a fun game.
Mm-hmm.
D plus, and that's kind of a big bump. So that's pretty cool. It's a cool game though.
Yeah, I like
add
the thinking.
You add in Tomodachi Life. This is where I get into my final score.
That's the thing. How many letter grades is Tomodachi Life?
Yeah,
because Tomodachi Life is an S plus for me.
We're not grading this objectively.
Yeah.
This is for us.
Yeah.
So with that said, I'm gonna go. But we can't be blind, dude. This sucked so bad before that. This sucked so bad.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, because even with Pokemon and Metroid Prime, which we've already heard about, they did show us a little bit of gameplay news. But the main main announcement should have, if they did a release date, then it would have been a little better. But they
better, right?
They didn't. Mm-hmm. And
I think for me, I'm gonna go, because now that the hype has somewhat settled, it's been 3 hours, but somewhat settled.
Yeah, 3 hours.
I think I'm gonna go B plus.
Whoa.
but Tomodachi Life like gives it so much. Like Tomodachi Life is carrying the B+.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say B- or C+.
Yeah. I can see that.
But only because Tomodachi Life is absolutely carrying that. If it wasn't for Tomodachi Life, I would say, yeah, D. And also, like, if you look at the recent or the past directs, we haven't had a miss in a long time. Like, a lot of directs recently have been really good. There was a strand there where every direct was just, like, there was 2 years where directs were just bad.
When was the last miss? Honestly?
The last miss was the one that when they announced Final Engage, I think. I don't even remember what they announced in that.
Honestly, I mean, in my standards, the last miss was probably February 2000. I want to say 23 because it ended off with that Tears of the Kingdom trailer that, like, we knew that the game was coming. It did nothing. Like, that trailer was nothing. Would have sold the same, copies if the trailer didn't exist. Like, it was nothing burger. We got Game Boy, got Metroid.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was my last miss. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm also looking at the fact, like, this is one direct, and we have another one next week.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So, all things considered, they obviously needed to get everything out of the way before the Switch 2, and some details. Most likely the virtual game card is what I'm assuming. The virtual game card, I guess, no, they didn't really say anything about Metroid Prime 4. But actually, that's literally it. I think that's the only reason they needed to get this out, the virtual game card.
Man.
But other than that,
decent direct.
Yeah.
Kind of. A little bit. It was something. But, folks, that is the direct. Let us know in the comments what you grade the direct. Do you give it an A+, or do you give it an F? Let us know in the comments. With that said, show is not over. Let's go ahead and get to the question. Oh, hold on. Wait. We have actually a little piece of news here that I put on
we still
the
have some news
notes. I forgot about this. I was so hyped up about the direct here. I wanted to put this news here because this actually looks forward to next week, the Switch 2 Direct. And our piece of news here is the Nintendo Switch 2 release date month has leaked, and I have some info to add on to that. Plus, this is expected, the Switch 2 is expected to release in a 3-part plan. So this info comes via Insider Gaming, who is usually pretty credible. They say that the Switch 2 is going to launch in June, they hear. Phase number 1, it'll apparently launch in 3 phases. Phase 1, you'll see Mario Kart 9. You'll see your Nintendo games, and that kind of runs from June to September. They say there's a second phase from October to November, where lots of third-party game developers will get their dev kits around June or so, or kind of in this time period, and start dropping a bunch of third-party games. Of course, you'll see some third-party games in June too, but they'll be sprinkling them out. And then this third phase Insider Gaming talks about is the holiday season campaign, which they say is going to be in December of 2025. Now, I don't know what holiday season campaign means, but Nintendo usually never releases anything huge in December. We've gotten Pokemon DLC, we've gotten Fitness Boxing, we've gotten Big Brain Academy. Nothing huge usually. So I'm not sure how much they'll actually do in December, but it's the holiday season campaign. So that is apparently the 3-phase plan for Switch 2. Now, why am I kind of going through that so quick? I'm going through it quick because I am eager to share what I have learned over the past week. Insider Gaming says Switch 2 launches in June. I am no insider. I am no leaker. I do not claim to be. But consider me credible. I have a source, and I can back up that release date. It will launch in June.
I can't tell if you're being a cheeky guy.
I'm serious. It will launch in June.
How do you know this?
I have a source.
What's your source?
Can't tell you. Maybe off camera. I can't.
Are you serious?
Reveal.
I can't tell if you're serious right now.
I am very serious.
So
but here's a problem.
Do we even have anything to discuss then?
No, we don't. I just
know?
wanted to say that. It's one source, not two sources. So take it with a pinch of salt. But it's from a source.
And you're not going to share.
Not on air. It's off record.
I have a question, but I don't know if you can say this.
Okay.
We can wait till after.
Okay, folks, it is time to get to your favorite segment of the week. It is the question block segment. Let's go ahead and let's get there now. Folks, you have made it to your favorite segment of the week. It is the question block segment. Me and Russ answer your questions you asked us. Russ is laughing. I'll get to that in a minute. If you want to ask a question on the show, couple ways to do so. Number one, I post on my YouTube community tab every single Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern time. It is linked down below, or if you're subscribed to the EmSwizzle main channel, you will get that in your feed, hopefully. Then, if you don't want to wait for that, you can join the Discord server link down below. It is there. There's a channel called Podcast Questions. Put your question in there. Or, if you're a bit of an old schooler, no problem. You can email your question to mariomatterquestions@gmail.com. Our first question, Russ, you are the first guest in Mario Matter history to ask a question for your own show that you were coming on. Russ Vandy. Russ Vandy asks, is there a game you want to play but don't have? You asking me or are you asking yourself?
I'm asking, who is this guy?
I don't know who Russ Vandy is.
You better answer.
Okay, well, a game that I want to play but don't have, that's hard because piracy exists. But let's go with Skylanders Swap Force for the PS4.
Really?
Because it performs better than the Wii U, and I don't have that game because it's like $90 on eBay. so I would like to replay it in its highest quality.
So if you got that game, you would play it on PS4.
PS5.
Oh yeah, but you play it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There I go. That's the answer. Do you want to answer your own question?
Again, I don't know if this actually is me.
Oh, okay.
But man, that whoever is in that logo is
looks
mighty
just
funny.
like you.
Yeah. Yeah. Is there a game that I want to play but don't have?
Mario Kart 9, Tomodachi Life.
Yeah, Tomodachi Life. There's my quick and easy answer. Easy answer.
There you go.
For whoever asked.
Right. That one kid, YT, does that say 14, asks, will the next Mario Maker be 2D or 3D?
Ooh, it's a good one. It's a good question.
Start with you.
I think that it's going to have a 2D mode, but it would be awfully, what's the word?
Weird.
It'd be weird. Well, it'd be weird if they had Mario Maker 3 and didn't utilize the 3 in the title and call it Mario Maker 3D, but that sounds like a 3DS game.
It's a power move, though.
If they did a Mario, maybe they could do like a 3D mode with like the 3 from the title and the mode. I think that the 3D mode is the next step for Mario Maker. I think they will have a 2D mode and it'll be fleshed out and even better than what we saw in Mario Maker 2. And then the 3D mode will be like kind of mid. It'll be probably running in the same engine as like Super Mario World or something. Yeah. But I think that that's a very high possibility that happens. And that would be sweet. But
here's the problem, though.
So I think both. That's my answer. Both.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Here's the problem. I think if you do 3D, there's got to be some limit. Like how Disney Infinity has that like toy limit. Yeah. You got to have that. Because, dude, you can't just put 87 Bowsers on the thing and just expect the Switch 2 to not blow up. Like,
yeah, I guess
there's got to
true.
be a limit. There's got to be some limit to it. Now, I think at the bare minimum, on Mario Maker 3, you got to put Mario Wonder style and have like a wonder flower effect or whatever. You got to let people mess with that.
Absolutely.
But I think there should be 3D elements. There's probably going to be a limit.
Yeah.
Or if not, Nintendo needs to open up a repair option for my Switch 2 blew up. Please fix it. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
Well, I mean, Minecraft as a whole, Minecraft used to have limits on mobs that spawn in the 3D environment around you. They used to have limits so that the Switch didn't explode. But recently, they just made it unlimited.
On Switch?
On Switch, it's just unlimited.
Can you crash it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you can completely break the Switch. But
see, Nintendo doesn't want that. They don't want their own game to blow up like that.
But I think they would be better at optimizing it than Minecraft would. I mean, they could just scale down the resolution. If there's 68 Bowsers on the screen, they could cut the frame rate in half.
Maybe. I don't
Most
know.
likely not.
It's going to be tough. Yeah.
Most likely not. But I do like the Wonder idea. I think that's cool.
Yeah, gonna be tough. We will see. That is for them to figure out and us to sit back with our Nintendo Switch 2 mouse Joy-Con and play on our own. Daniel asks, do you think Nintendo will bring back some sort of Miiverse or even Streetpass?
No. Wait, hold on a second. Okay, I saw this question earlier in the day before Tomodachi Life.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Now
they're bringing back Mii's. Wait a minute.
Change now.
I don't think they will call it Streetpass or Miiverse. And I don't think it'll work in the same way. Whereas if you walk across someone, you walk over to someone and walk past someone for Streetpass, and then you get them on your island or whatever. And then I don't think they're going to call Miiverse. But I do think that there will be some sort of social platform. And both of you and me, both you and I, we'll both go viral on that platform.
You just ran through the same conversation that Nintendo did to name the Wii U. It's you and me. Okay, I'll stop. Never mind.
But good one.
But see, that's how Miiverse was born. It was like you and that's
you and
something.
me.
See, Wii U. And it made sense back in 2012, 2011, 2013. Not anymore. But I would say it's now that Tomodachi Life is shown, I wouldn't say, and by the way, also Rhythm Heaven, I wouldn't say that there's any less of a chance because, I've said it before, you don't just bring back Rhythm Heaven. You don't just bring back Tomodachi Life. The demand for those two games to come back was so strong. To me, it felt stronger than Star Fox. Who out there is clamoring for a new Star Fox game? Some people, not as many as the Tomodachiers right now.
That's actually true.
A ton of people are clamoring for themes on Switch 2, are clamoring for Tomodachi Life 2, are clamoring for Rhythm Heaven. Like all these things that are like huge that people really want, they do. Mm-hmm. So I think maybe Streetpass. I don't see a whole lot of Miiverse clamoring.
I don't think Streetpass, because if you do Streetpass, you have to bring your Switch around. Inconvenient it is to bring it. I mean, yeah, if you have a backpack and you go to school or whatever. But the 3DS made it so easy because you could put it in your pocket. Yeah.
Well, wait till you see the new Switch 2 feature. Do you know how they have foldable phones? Switch 2 is going to turn into a freaking origami. You're going to fold it 9 times.
I hope so.
Put it in your pocket, dude. It'll be great.
The foldable Switch.
Yes, it's the new big thing. It's going to be great.
The Switch 2 Lite.
Yeah, but it doesn't hurt to put it on there anyway. Like you can, for those who want to use it.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean the Street Pass, not the origami. Okay?
Yeah.
Not to be confused.
Yeah, I mean you could put it on, sure, but
yeah.
The Vidmeo. Have you heard of that rumor?
I heard of that. That's not real. It can't be real.
There's no chance that I would want to scroll through random clips of people in Mario Kart.
Yeah, no.
That's what it claims to be. Unless you can edit your own videos and upload them, then maybe, but I mean, man.
Also, 30-second videos that you're able to clip. Like when you clip a video, it's 30 seconds. It's going to be like these long 30-second videos. And like the thing that they clipped it for doesn't happen until the last 5 seconds. Like it's just poorly, set up.
Yeah,
I don't know if that'll happen.
I don't think that's gonna happen. But yeah.
NC Dude asks, what are you most or more interested in seeing in the upcoming Switch 2 Direct? Either the games or the console itself, or are you excited for the whole thing? Let's pick one or the other, because saying that we're excited for the whole thing is obvious.
Yeah.
Let's pick either the games or more about the system. What do you pick?
Oh, man. It's actually a really difficult decision. I feel like the obvious answer is to pick the games because you play the games on the console, but also I already know Mario Kart's going to come out. We know a lot of games are coming out. I'm really, really curious to see the console itself because I want to see how companies can utilize it, how Nintendo's going to utilize it, this whole mouse thing, and obviously just everything new about the console. I think for this upcoming Direct, I'm definitely more interested in seeing the console itself as opposed to the games. Although obviously the games are what you do on the console, but definitely the console this week. Yeah.
Yep. I fully agree. I think console is more exciting. I cannot freaking wait. For the first home screen shot. Like, what is that going to look like? Then you have the mouse feature. Then you have custom themes. Then you hopefully have like home menu music. Then I don't know, something else. But like, dude, like there's a lot to unpack there.
Yeah.
And a lot of requests that people have been having from Switch 1 to Switch 2. That's the more exciting part for me.
Yeah. And they're going to show that all next week, which is just weird to think.
I hope, because like, do they have to show background music in a Switch 2 Direct?
Well, I don't think there's going to be background music
on the Switch 2 home menu.
I don't think there's going to be. I don't think they're going to.
I want it.
Well, the reason they took it out is because it gets old, and I mean, I think that's why they would take it out. They just like to keep. I don't know. They like to keep it simple, but
too simple.
Yeah, the Switch is definitely too simple. Yeah. I don't think they're going to add music to the home menu. Maybe the eShop.
Mm-hmm. I can see it.
So, oh yeah, you did answer the question. Yes, okay,
I did.
So the console,
and then. GUE PC asks, do you think the next Animal Crossing on Switch 2 should keep the tropical theme or something else like the older games? I would like them to keep the tropical theme because I like tropical more than a big piece of land like New Leaf. So, tropical theme or something else? What do you see?
Well, it's not really a tropical. I mean, I guess it is kind of tropical. It's more an island theme.
I would call it pretty tropical. The music vibes too.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. No, you're right. I'm wrong. Yes, it's a tropical theme, an island theme. Would I like it to stay the same? No, I wouldn't. I think it was a cool concept, but even if it went back to the piece of land like New Leaf, I still would have preferred that. I don't know why. Just aesthetically, I like the city land more. But I honestly don't know what else they could do for a traditional Animal Crossing game.
Here you go.
Lay it on me.
Animal Crossing, Switch 2, you're going to be able to pick Deserted Island, City, Snowland.
Oh.
So all these different options you're going to be able to pick. And I'll tell you now, I'm picking whatever's closest to like a city or a forest or something.
Yeah.
I think it won't even matter. You're going to have options. You're going to have 5 to 6 options of what you want to, where you want to be. Yeah. And that's not hard. It's just, it's just how your island will look, If you pick the tropical one, you'll have maybe more beach area, maybe. It'll... Man, what would be cool is if like the music of the game changed based on which one you picked. Like the tropical theme is more tropical sounding, the city one's more like city folk vibes. Like I'm kind of asking for a lot, but I think that my answer is if they did stick with one, I think they move away from tropical theme. Not sure what you do, but I think that they would move away from it. But my ultimate pick is like, I think it'll be you pick which one you want. Tropical, snow, city, forest. I think that you pick.
That's an interesting idea. But
a little bit.
I mean, yeah, I don't think it should be like the island.
Mm-hmm.
But having an option would be good. Do you think we'll see Animal Crossing in next week?
I think you see a glimpse. Nothing big.
I agree.
I think you see it a little bit because I was talking about this, man. This is the biggest presentation since 2017. What is the best-selling Nintendo Switch game that is not called Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's why I think, yeah.
You would be an idiot not to even just show a logo. Just show the logo. Don't even show game. Just show the logo somewhere.
Yeah,
You'd
exactly.
be an idiot. You'd be a fool.
Mm-hmm.
So, because like, dude, all these pandemic people who bought Switch Lites for Animal Crossing are gonna maybe tune in or catch it on the back end. And if they don't see Animal Crossing, what reason do they have to buy Switch 2 day one? None.
Right.
And all you have to do is just show a PNG.
Yeah.
Animal Crossing. That's it.
Exactly. It's
and
true.
because like, dude, what if the pandemic people are like, man, Switch 2 might be getting sold out like the Switch was. I better act fast so I can play Animal Crossing. They buy it day one. Whereas if you don't show it, they don't know if it's ever coming. So
it's true. I think definitely
it.
Animal Crossing should appear.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. It's
we
too
will
big.
See.
It's too big not to.
And by the way, if you thought I reacted crazy for Tomodachi Life, if they show gameplay for Animal Crossing, you're gonna see a madman.
Now I really hope they do. I don't even think an Animal Crossing announcement could get me as hype for Tomodachi Life because Animal Crossing is expected. Like obviously they're gonna make another Animal Crossing. Tomodachi Life is like Tomodachi Life. We didn't know Mii's were gonna come back. We didn't know so many things about it. So that's the only reason why I say that.
That makes sense. I think I'll still react crazy, and I don't try to force it. Like
me too.
But like you make a great point. Tomodachi, I would call it more surprising.
Yes,
Animal
definitely.
Crossing, more exciting. Maybe that's how I see it.
Yeah,
That's how I see it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey,
folks,
fair enough.
Thank you so much for tuning in. This felt longer than usual. How long have we been here? Like an hour and a half?
Yeah, about an hour and a half.
Pretty good.
We just have so much to talk about.
Heck yeah, man. Thank you all so much for listening. I'll be back on here next week for the Mario Matter episode 134. We will discuss the entire episode. Screw Nintendo news. We're talking Switch 2 Direct next week. Be here or be square. Russ, thank you for joining. If you want to promote where they can find you, upcoming things, floor is yours.
Well, I got my YouTube channel, Russ Vandy. Got a couple of videos on there.
Just a few.
I have quite a few videos on there. So hey, if you like Nintendo stuff, if you like Nintendo Switch stuff, then yeah, you might find my content interesting. I'd love it if you could check it out. Yeah.
Heck yeah. There you go.
Thanks for having me on.
Of course, man. His links down below. I will see you all next Saturday for even more goodness. We have a guest next week, and you'll be excited. He is back. Yes, he's returning. It's not Scott the Woz. We love Scott, but it's not him.
Yeah.
Someone else. Well, yep. Okay, cool. I'll see you all then.
All right.
Adios.